Now let us see what was the changes in what was the impact of this role on the education in India. Okay, so modern education system. In India, there was traditional education was in practice during Muslim rulers. There was traditional education. The students was getting traditional education means the education related to their religions, to their culture, to their trade, to their way of living. Okay, this kind of educations the students were getting during Muslim ruler during Mughal emperors. But when British entered into the India, there were many drastic changes, many numerous changes on the education system. Okay, British started the schools in India. Okay, British started the schools, British started the colleges in India, and British was in the aim of universalizing the education in India. Okay, that he was the Charles Grant who focused on the ambition of ambition to universalize the education in India. That means what the syllabus the students are getting in England, that same syllabus the students in India should get. So this is the universalization of education in India, which was started by Charles Grant. Okay, with this ambition, British started the schools, the colleges, and the universities. In 1781, okay, Warren Hastings, British Governor General Warren Hastings started the Calcutta Madrasa in 1781, and Jonathan Duncan, a British individual, started Sanskrit College in Banaras in 1792, where it was Charles Grant who pressed the for the universalization of universalization of British education in India. British education means in schools that syllabus should not be teached which is relevant to India and Indian culture. Okay, he was wishing and willing to educate the students as per their syllabus in England. So the expansion of British education in India received special support after the appointment of Lord William Bentinck. Lord William Bentinck, when he became the Governor General of India in 1822, he supported very well for education system. Okay, after William Bentinck became Governor General, he appointed Bentinck William Bentinck appointed Macaulay as the member of Governor General's Executive Committee, and also Macaulay was appointed as the chairman of Education System. Okay, chairman of Education System, because and in 1835 the report on first report on education system was submitted in 1835 by Macaulay, the chairperson of Committee of Education. Okay, it was the base of the modern education in India. In his policy, he aimed at creation of new classes of Indians who are Indian by body but British in intelligence, opinion, and taste. He used to his aim was to educate the students completely according to the British education. Okay, so the students of India should only be Indian by body, by intelligence, by intellectual, by way of thinking, by taste, and by opinion. They should be speaking, they should be thinking, they should be working as per the British rules, as per the British education. And also the English medium system in India was started after 1830. Okay, after important development included the establishment of universities in India. After important development, education in India, the development which was the part of education, the development in education also included the new universities, building of new universities in India. Okay, the Governor General Lord Dalhousie established university in Calcutta, in Bombay, and Madras as per the suggestion of Charles Wood Commission 1854. After this, the education started becoming universalized in India. And what was the impact of British education? Let us see. Indian could develop modernity, secularism, democratic attitudes, and rationality along with nationalistic ideas. Okay, the aim of the education, the aim of starting education in India was to make the Indian students modernize, to become become, to make them secular, to make them democratic, to create an attitude of democracy among them, and to create the attitude of rationality along with nationalistic ideas. Nationalistic ideas means the ideas which is the way of thinking which is completely relevant to the nation, not relevant with our entirety, not relevant with our culture, not relevant with our mother tongue, nothing. The nationalistic means the way of thinking universally. Okay, and very much motivation was received for the local literature and languages. This facilitated unity in thinking process among the educated class. And periodicals started emerging. These scrutinized the policies and working of the government, which in turn enabled the Indians to have critical opinions on various issues. The British rulers, what they used to do, they used to they used to tackle the students in such a way that they should be there, they should be having there to implement the critical opinions, they should be have there to implement the critical ideas, critical decisions on various issues in India. Okay, because in future they used to become the officers, they used to be the higher officials. So from starting from beginning, the British rulers, what they did, they started teaching in Indian students in such a way that in future they used to run the government as per their rules. Because of this, no new social and religious reformation movements emerged, and the thought of thinkers like J.S. Mill, Rousseau, and Montesquieu brought fresh thinking in the mind of educated youth of India. What they used to do in British education professionals, they was aiming to brainwash the students of India. Okay, Indian families were uneducated, illiterate, uncultured, untraditioned. So British was willing to give a way of thinking to the students such that they get the cultural thinking, they become eligible for social reforms, they become eligible for struggling for the freedom, they become eligible for the modernization of life. Okay, they made their brains fresh and clear with all that which they were having in their past. The freedom struggles that were taking place across the globe influenced the Indians also. So in India, apart from India, in various other countries, there were freedom wars going on. There was struggle for freedom going on. This struggling for freedom in neighboring countries in India influenced the Indians very large calibration, in very large quantity. So this motivation in Indian students in India created a revolution in there. Okay, that revolution was to think big, to think vast, to think in a smart way, to think in well educated form. This was the impact, and the most important thing, British rulers started the schools in India, but the schools started by Britishers. In that schools, only that students were allowed to study who are Britishers, who are the sons of Britishers, who are the sons and daughters of Britishers. The children of Britishers only were allowed to that schools. Indian students were not allowed to that schools. For Indian students, they have created another schools, another